Hey sis, how's it going? Grandpa's funeral's over now, right? It was yesterday, right?
Are you seriously asking me this? Why didn't you come, Daisy? Mom and the others were all waiting for you.
'Cause funerals are a drag. Be real. Who'd want to waste their precious time and money to stand around looking all miserable and depressed for someone who's not even around to appreciate it anymore? Not only that, but I would have had to go all the way back to Grandma and Grandpa's house in the middle of nowhere. Besides, I didn't even like Grandpa.
Excuse me? So that's why you missed his funeral? It's not about whether you liked him or not. He thought a lot of you. He looked out for you ever since you were little. He was family, and you should have been there to pay your respects.
That's funny. I don't remember him looking out for me even once. All I remember is him constantly barking orders at me. You need to study more. You should be studying. Study, study, study. He was always scolding me for having bad manners too. Like, who actually does that in this day and age? Plus, his curfews were always so early. He was always flipping out at me because I couldn't live up to his impossible standards. Wanna know the truth? I hated him.
You know why he did those things? Because your manners are foul. Jesus, Daisy, all he did was ask you to say please and thank you. He had a point with the studying, too. You never do anything. I've never met anyone so lazy in my life. Besides, he only flipped out at you because you ignored his curfews. You knew you were supposed to go home at 5 p.m., yet sometimes you'd stay out till as late as 9. At 10 years old?
That's normal at that age. It's not like he was my dad. What the hell did it have to do with him? Maybe you two got along because you're as much of a stubborn blockhead as he was.
It has nothing to do with being stubborn. I just agreed with him. He may have been strict at times, but he only did it because he loved us and wanted us to succeed in life. He said he felt like he could take me anywhere because I was so mature. And I don't say that trying to brag. I genuinely think it was down to the discipline he instilled in me. If it wasn't for him, I would have never learned what a joy it can be to study and learn new things.
This is nauseating. Could you be any more stuck up? Hanging out is way more fun than studying.
Maybe your complete unwillingness to study and your compulsive need to be out with your friends drinking and doing God knows what else at every possible moment had something to do with your horrendous attendance record in middle school and you dropping out of high school. Then you ended up meeting that good-for-nothing guy and moving away to California. To top it all off, you actually have the nerve to call mom and dad several times a year to pester them for money. I hate to say this, Daisy, but you're a failure and a disappointment.
Life is all about having fun. Anyway, please quit your harping on now, 'cause you're boring, okay? Let's get down to business. What about the will? So, how much inheritance did Grandpa leave behind?
Wow. Let me get this straight. Despite the fact you didn't even help out preparing the funeral, let alone actually show up to it, you actually have the nerve to go after his inheritance? This is a new low, even for you.
What's the problem? Money is way more important than some perpetually grumpy old dude who's already kicked the bucket. Well, how much did he leave behind? You guys must have calculated it by now, right?
Including his property, assets, and cash money, about 1.5 million.
1.5 million? OMG! Like, OMG! I'm gonna be rich! I didn't know Grandpa had so much money. Wow. Well, maybe he wasn't so bad after all.
There isn't a combination of words in the English language that could describe how despicable you are. You honestly make me sick.
1.5 million. Oh, what should I do with my 1.5 million? Ooh, should me and my boyfriend splash out on a big mansion and live like A-list celebrities like we've always dreamed of being? Or maybe we should go on a trip around the world.
You have the mind of an elementary school kid. You don't actually think you have any hope of getting the entire inheritance, do you?
Well, sure, maybe not. But a girl can dream. What's the harm in that, Miss Buzzkill?
As long as you're aware it's just that, a dream, you can do whatever you like.
But even still, if there's 1.5 million in total, things are looking good. Thanks, sis. I'm done with you now. That's all I wanted to ask.
Why? What good is knowing how much inheritance there is to you?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? That's classified information, and I ain't telling you anything, sucker. I'll be in touch. Make sure you take care of the money for me, won't you? Toodles!
Take good care of it for you? What do you mean? Daisy, are you there? Damn it, you better not be planning anything stupid.
Hey, sis. Thanks for looking after the money. I'll be needing it soon, so can you bank transfer it to me tomorrow?
Huh? The money? What do you mean? I don't have any money for you.
Oh, stop joking around. I mean, Grandpa's inheritance, you doofus. I want my share. Send me it.
Excuse me? Your share?
Duh, yes, my share. Surely you finished splitting it between everyone now. At least 750K of it must be mine, right? Well, guess what? Me and my boyfriend had a mansion built with my share. It's so luxurious you wouldn't believe.
You did what? You had a mansion built? A $750,000 mansion?
Yep, me and my boyfriend are going to be living together there. It's gonna be our little love nest. Or should I say big love nest? Oh, seriously, sis. You should see it. It's freaking huge! So, hurry up and open your banking app, Slowpoke!
You never cease to amaze me. I don't even know what to say. I am astonished beyond words.
Oh, I don't care what you have to say. It's not why I'm messaging you. I just need my money. Message me when it's sent, okay?
Listen, Daisy, about Grandpa's inheritance? Neither of us have inheritance rights.
What? Inheritance rights? What are those?
It means we don't get any of it. Grandma's still alive and well. And then there's Dad and all of his brothers who are all fit and healthy too.
What? I don't get any money? Why not? Why does Grandma and Dad still being healthy have to do with anything? Why don't I get any money?
What do you mean, why? How don't you understand? As a general rule, grandchildren don't get inheritance. There's an order of priority. Naturally, Grandma gets the lion's share because she was his wife. After Grandma, Dad, and all of our uncles, Grandpa's sons, are next in order of priority. Then there's his brothers and sisters, who are still very much alive and kicking. The only time we, being his grandchildren, would be in line to get anything would be if, God forbid, anything happened to Dad. In which case, we'd probably be eligible for something through succession law. Basically, since Dad and the others are all alive and well, We're not even eligible to inherit through succession, let alone normally. Even if for argument's sake we did end up getting something, it certainly wouldn't be the $750,000 you seem convinced is already yours. Do you understand now?
Huh? I don't know if I follow. I thought inheritance got split between the entire family.
You thought wrong. If that were the case, there would be so many inheritors that each individual would barely end up getting anything.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't agree! That's not fair! Why should Dad get money if we don't? Besides, inheritance should go to the grandchildren first! I need it more than anyone! Me not getting anything is just criminal!
Criminal? What planet are you on? It's precisely because of inheritance law that you're not getting anything. It says, I request that my assets be distributed according to law in his will. You can read it if you don't believe me. There's no law that says inheritance should go to the grandchildren.
Nuh-uh! No. Law or not, I simply don't agree! I want my $750K! Where's my money? Not fair!
Ugh, come on, Daisy. Stop throwing a tantrum. You're not 6 anymore. You're such a moron. I'm actually embarrassed to call you my sister. Give it a rest already. Not only is it the law, but it's written in the will itself. You can kick, scream, and bawl your eyes out as much as you like, but you are not getting a single cent. Are you still incapable of understanding despite having it explained to you like you're a child? Don't make me repeat myself.
But... How am I meant to pay for my mansion now? I have to pay by the end of this month!
Not my problem. You're the one who had it built, not me.
Oh, gee. How could you do this to me? If you don't give me the money, I'm gonna be in a world of trouble! You have, no idea! Why should Dad be the only one who gets any money? Why don't you seem to care that you're not getting anything? We are his grandkids, yet Dad gets all the money? Aren't you annoyed? Doesn't this make your life difficult too?
Not in the slightest. It was never my money to inherit in the first place. It makes no difference to me who gets it. My life will continue as it has until now, completely unchanged.
That's not fair! Why should I be the only one who suffers? If I don't get that money, I'm not gonna be able to live in my new mansion! My life is over!
You were gonna live there with your boyfriend, right? Why not just work together and come up with the money somehow?
How the hell am I gonna do that? No, impossible! I told him I'd buy him a $750K mansion! Not only that, but I said it in front of everyone too! I can hardly tell him to pay for it now, can I?
In front of everyone? What do you mean?
My boyfriend works as a male stripper. Obviously, I'm the only girl with the key to his heart. But still, I don't like some of the stories he tells me about how girls are with him. And I see the way they look at him when I go in to check up on him sometimes. I know he'd never do anything, but I wanted to show him how much better than I was than those girls by buying him a mansion. So I knew for sure he'd never leave me.
Oh my.
Aha! I've got it! You can get the money off Grandma for me.
What?
She got most of Grandpa's money, right? Dad would never give me anything because he's super strict and grumpy just like Grandpa was. But I think if you really try hard to convince her, Grandma might just give it to us. Maybe you could try crying?
Wow. Are you seriously asking me to pester our grieving grandma for her dead husband's money? Congratulations, Daisy! Just when I thought it was impossible, you've exceeded all expectations yet again. You are officially the biggest scumbag of all time.
Shut up! Don't talk to me like that! Besides, it's not pestering. I'm just thinking logically here. What's the point in Grandma having all that money when she's probably gonna die soon anyway? I could put it to much better use.
Are you even a human being? It's like there's a big dollar sign where your heart's supposed to be.
'Cause money is important. If I can just get the money for the mansion, all my problems will be solved, and I can finally be happy. If you won't do it for me, I'm gonna have to go to Grandma's house myself.
Good luck. She doesn't live there anymore.
Huh?
She sold up and moved away after the funeral. She might be in good health for her age, but she is still old. And it would be too stressful for her to look after such a big house all on her own. She went back to live with Mom in her hometown in Idaho.
Idaho? Why the hell would she move so far away? How am I supposed to get my money? I'll never see it now.
Hurrah! You finally understand! That's right, you'll never see the money, so you may as well just give up.
You're all working against me. I know it. I bet you all planned this together, didn't you? My life will be over if I don't get that money. Just give it to me. This is ridiculous.
The only thing that's ridiculous here is you. You don't show up at your own grandpa's funeral. You have a freaking mansion built with inheritance money that's not even yours. Then you talk about pestering your grieving grandma for her dead husband's money? No matter how you look at it, the only one being ridiculous here is you. Even if you do end up in trouble as a result of all this, you only have yourself to blame. Just give up already.
I can't. What am I supposed to tell my boyfriend about the mansion? It's nearly finished. I need that money. Please, give me it. I'm begging you.
You got yourself into this mess. Now you can get yourself out of it. Goodbye, you big baby. After that, Daisy started panicking and our entire family got spammed with phone calls one by one. We'd all been sick with her behavior for a while, but this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Needless to say, she didn't get a cent out of anyone. She never even got to set foot into the new mansion she'd had built. No sooner had she bought it, she was forced to sell the mansion and the land it was built on. Now, she's up to her ears in debt, and if I'm honest, I can't see her ever paying it all off. To add insult to injury, her stripper boyfriend broke up with her the moment he found out what happened. I hear she's juggling 3 different part-time jobs these days, getting by on 2 hours of sleep a night, desperately trying to keep up with the debt repayments. She's a shameless moron of such epic proportions that it's embarrassing to think she's my sister. I was worried her being in so much debt might have ramifications for me and the rest of our family. So just to be safe, I made sure to warn them all not to lend her money under any circumstances. I meant what I said. She got herself into this mess, and she needs to get herself out of it. The rest of us are so done with her shenanigans.